Welcome to Tweet of the Week. I am honored today to be joined by Rachel Doudt, who is an itinerant teacher for our deaf and hard of hearing students. And September was Deaf Awareness Month, and so there's been a lot of tweets shared by our teachers about the amazing things they do with our students. But Rachel had a very interesting tweet, and as we have jumped into football season, wanted to talk a little bit about the origins of the football huddle and how that links to our deaf community. Rachel, welcome.
I'm really excited to be here today, and I'd love to share the story about the football huddle, a little bit of history. There were deaf teams, and they were discussing their plays during the game. They were afraid that the other deaf team they were opposing was going to steal their plays from them. So they came up with this idea of a huddle so they could group together and hide their signs so the other team couldn't see what they were signing.
Very strategic, brilliant idea, and very necessary. And so Rachel, as you have worked with our deaf students across the county, what are some of the strategies you see them using to interact in the classroom and to take advantage of opportunities, or perhaps self-advocate, much like those football players said, hey, we've got a better way to do that? Are there things you've seen our students self-advocate to say, this is a better way to help me learn in the classroom?
Yes, really. There are a couple things. First off, we have deaf students in the classroom, and they're very fortunate to have technology today. They're able to use their phone to text with their peers. And I'm thrilled to see the ASL classes are being provided as well. So hearing students can learn how to sign and communicate with our deaf and hard of hearing students. And we also have ASL clubs in the schools as well.
And I know, having served in other school systems, when I came to Frederick, I was very impressed that ASL was one of the course offerings, and a very popular one. Many of our students take advantage of that. And again, just as technology has affected everyone's lives, that is a great way to enable our deaf community to readily communicate with their peers. And I am sure, given all of the flexibility from doing sign language, that they are incredibly fast on the keyboard of their phones or on their computers. During our virtual learning experience, I'm assuming then that much like a text would work, the chat box was something that many of the students could rely on to quickly communicate or get answers to questions.
Oh yes, that's right. And using Google Meet also had closed captioning enabled on Google Meet, so it was very nice that access was readily available for students as well.
Fabulous. And so once again, we are very fortunate in Frederick County that we do have the School for the Deaf. We have a very large population of families who have someone in their family who is deaf. Are there any other pieces of advice that you'd like to share with teachers or classmates in terms of interacting with their deaf peers?
Sure. Go ahead, be aggressive, say hi, get to know your friends. Finger spelling's easy. They could say my name is. It's very easy to learn how to introduce oneself. They can look online for some resources that are available for learning a little bit of sign language. It's very important that sign language is learned from a native language speaker or a deaf person. I'd suggest Dr. Bill Vickers. He has a program ready. It's called LifePrint. And he also has many pictures and signs available. It's a very great resource to have. There's a lot of basic conversation skills there that a person could pick up.
That is an excellent idea. And I also really appreciate that you encouraged those who can hear to be aggressive in approaching, because I think sometimes there's that fear of, I don't know how to sign, so I can't communicate, and that kind of pull back feeling, which is not welcoming and definitely doesn't build relationships. So I think that is a great tip. We will check out that resource. I can tell you that I did a lot of sign language when I taught first grade many years ago as a vocabulary development strategy for hearing students. But again, I've gotten old. Thank you for teaching me the sign for old. And I haven't practiced, so I need to get back into practice. And the person who is going to help me practice is my 2-year-old grandson, because his parents have been teaching him sign language because they have a deaf friend and they want him to be able to communicate with their friend. And so he has been doing a lot of signing and sort of refreshing for me as well. So Rachel, again, thank you for all that you do for our students, for sharing with us the origin of the football huddle, but more importantly, for helping us understand how important it is to find strategies and ways to communicate with peers in our community who may be deaf or hard of hearing, the importance of building those relationships and making people feel included. So I am very excited that you have been here today as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't forget to check out Dr. Vickers. And remember, when you meet someone in the community, learn how to spell your name and start the conversation as simply as that. Thank you for joining us on Tweet of the Week, and we hope to see you next time.